Hey everybody, Joe Collinsworth here. I'm here today to introduce you to a new website I've been building. It's called menanddivorce.com. I'm really excited about it. First, let me say that I am not a professional therapist or counselor, nor am I an attorney. Those are typically two of the folks that you'll encounter during a divorce. I'm just a guy like you. I now have been divorced over 2.5 years. It was a long and troubling process, very devastating at times. I actually remember the day like it was yesterday that my wife came to me and said she was unhappy in our marriage. I was in a fog. I didn't know how to fix it. I just didn't know what to do. And throughout these last 2.5 years, it has been one heck of a journey. I like to call divorce a journey because that's what it is. I went through a lot of ups and downs. It was an emotional roller coaster ride. I learned a lot about myself. You know, I built a great support network via friends, family members, my faith, and other resources that truly helped me. And my goal with this site is actually to help others. Perhaps you find yourself in a situation where maybe you're contemplating a divorce, or your spouse is, and you're kind of expecting it, or you're going through the process, it's just started, or you're in the middle of it, or maybe you've actually gone through the whole divorce and now you are looking to move on. You're trying to find a way to rebuild, trying to find a way to date, co-parent if you have kids. That's always a challenge as well. The site is going to encompass the entire subject of divorce, but it's going to target men. Why? Because as I was going through my divorce, one of the resources I obviously used was the internet. And there are some excellent sites out there that talk about the topic of divorce. There's some excellent legal sites out there. There are excellent sites by professional counselors and therapists. And there are excellent sites out there that target women. But I couldn't find a solid one that really pinpointed for men. And men go through this process too, and it's not an easy one. Yes, we have egos, we have pride. They get bruised very badly. My confidence was shot for a long time. But I had to rebuild. And I found that you kind of come to a crossroads when you're going through a divorce. You're going to get hit with a lot of negative emotions. You're going to get hit with positive emotions. You're going to have to make tough choices. You're going to have to face fears. You're going to have to face self-doubt. It becomes a scary time. You're gonna come up against what I like to call the abyss. If you've ever heard that saying, when you stare into the abyss and nothing stares back, that's when you really find your character. And I believe that because that's the process is where I found my character and I found myself. And now I want to help you do the same if you are going through a divorce. With this site, it's not just me rambling. This is via experience, research, my own knowledge. Other people can share on the website. It's a community-based site. We're already getting stories from others talking about their process and how they've gone 30 days and the tremendous difference they're seeing from just being totally down and out to starting to rebuild. Divorce touches on every aspect of your life, whether it be financial, emotional, health, relationships. We want to help you strengthen those relationships so you can move on successfully. Men in Divorce will be a total encompassing site, and we're excited to bring it to you. And it's important for you to understand that, especially as a man, we don't like to ask for help, but there is help out there, and we are here to help you. We want you to be able to do it. If you're not somebody that wants to go to a support group and show your face and talk about it openly, you can do so behind the scenes of your computer. We do recommend that if you can save your marriage and you can make it work, then do so. I would always recommend that. But if divorce is the only option because of various circumstances, and there are many, and we talk about the various circumstances on the site, then let's help you get through the divorce process with success, knowing that you're not alone, that others before you have gone through it, that it's going to be a challenge, that there's going to be ups and downs, and that you can do it successfully. Many people don't do it successfully, but if you do the right things, you focus on the right things, you learn how to manage the emotions, you learn how to ask the right questions, you learn how to make solid decisions, and you truly learn about who you are, where you want to be, what you want to do, then you'll get through it successfully. The exciting part is we may not like change, but this is a time for change, and it's a time to maybe pull out a bucket list or start a bucket list and start doing things that perhaps you never got to do before. Maybe you want to start a new business. Maybe you want to get out there and start dating again. Maybe you want to strengthen your relationships with friends and family that you've lost over the years because of your marriage. Maybe you want to strengthen the relationship and the bond with your kids if you have them. All of these things I have done. And I want to share my story with you and help you in some way. And going back to my story to finish this video real quick, I was married almost 10 years. It was a happy 10 years. I thought things were great. We were complete opposites. She's a wonderful woman, a wonderful mother, and to this day I still respect her. But for some reason we couldn't come together on some fundamental situations. We weren't one of the extreme cases. There was no abuse, no issues of that nature. Now we do talk about that because I have seen stories of those and experienced that in firsthand with friends and family members. But in my situation, it just was your run-of-the-mill marriage, run-of-the-mill divorce. Nothing scary, nothing fancy, but it was still a challenging process. One day she just decided that she was unhappy and it was time to perhaps leave. And we tried to work it out. We just couldn't come together. With that, the divorce started, and it's been a long 2.5 years. And even to this day, there's still signs of it going on. Some say it takes roughly 4 years to really get through the drama, the issues, rebuilding phase, and everything you may go through. So with that said, that's just part of my story. I share that and more at my site and some of the other sites that I recommend. And you also get to experience others who've been through divorce, since it's fairly unique for each person that experiences it. So welcome. Go visit the site, menanddivorce.com. There'll be a link at the bottom of the video. And we're excited to have you. Thanks.